You are welcome back to my page, Dr. Okoya Ebasi. Today's video, we are going to look at investing in stocks. What does it really mean and of what benefits is it when you invest in stocks? Now, stock represents ownership in a company. So when you buy stocks, you are buying a portion of that company. So people who own shares or stocks in a company are part owners of that company. That is what stocks are. That is what shares are. Either you can call it stocks or you can call it shares. Now, depending on the number of shares you have, it gives you control over that company. So if you have greater percentage of shares, maybe 50% of that shares in that company, you have a greater influence in that company. When the company wants to take decisions, your own decisions or your own views will be considered first before others. And there are different types of stocks. We have common stocks, and then we also have preferred stocks. Now, common stocks are stocks that you buy from the company and you have a shareholder. You are like a shareholder. You buy the shares from the company and you are a shareholder from the company. So you have a voting right. Whenever the company is meeting, owners of the companies are meeting, you have the right to attend their meetings and also vote in such meetings because you are a co-owner of that company. Those are common stocks and they pay dividends maybe at the end of every year or every end of their financial year. Those are common stocks. Then you also have preferred stocks. Preferred stocks are stocks that they have higher dividends and then they have higher returns to capital. So when they are talking about payment of dividends, those who have preferred stocks will definitely earn more than those who have common stocks. But in this area of preferred stocks, you don't have voting rights. You just have more money as your benefit. Now, the benefits of stocks. When you invest in stocks, what are the likely benefits you are going to get? Now, the investment in stocks is like a business. Putting your money into a business and allow the company to use your money and run their business, run the business of the day. At the end of the year, they will declare dividends, they will declare profit, and then you become a part owner, a beneficiary of that profit. So at the end of the year, when they declare the profit, a part of it is used to pay the owners of the company. So there is referred to as dividends. So if you invest in a company, put your money there, at the end of the year, you are expected to be giving some part of the profit as dividends. So you earn income from such investments. Now, apart from earning an annual income from such companies, the prices or the stock value can rise. Maybe you buy your shares maybe 5 naira per share, and after 2, 3, 4, 5 years, the price have risen to 10 naira. You can sell your stocks, you can sell your shares and make good money. So these are some of the benefits of investing in stocks. One, it gives you a kind of annual income while your capital is still there. At the end of the year, when they declare dividends, when the company makes profit, they declare dividends. They pay you dividends depending on the number of shares or stocks you have. And then you go home with that and it's like your profit for that year while your capital is still there. Secondly, if the value of the stocks increases, you can sell your stock and make profit. If you buy for 5 naira and the prices have risen to 6 naira, you sell depending on the number of shares you have, and then you make a profit of 1 naira per share. And if your shares are 1 million, then you can be talking about 1 or 2 million above and about that for shares. Now, shares can also be sold. You can easily sell shares. Any day you want to sell, you can sell. So they are like money that you kept somewhere, and anytime you want it, you can retrieve it. So you can decide to sell and retrieve your money and use it for any other thing. So they are easily converted to cash. Now you should understand that stocks, investment in stocks is something that is not a one-day matter. It's like a long-time investment. Because if you buy shares today, you don't expect that the shares will just start growing tomorrow or the next year. Sometimes it may take 1 year, take 2 years, take 3 years before the share values will begin to rise. And if you cannot wait, if you are not patient enough, you will not be able to really get the true benefit of investing in stocks. That's why you need to have understanding that it's a long-time investment. There was a time I bought stocks in Continental Bank, that time that the Continental Bank was still in operation. And I kept those stocks there I bought the stocks of 500 shares, worth 500,000. And I left the stocks there for some time. After about 4 years, the price rose. Those 500,000 rose up to 1.5 million. And I decided to sell. Some people were saying that don't sell it, that keep it, that the value will continue to increase. I said, no, at this point, let me sell and collect my money. And I decided to contact my stockbroker to sell the shares. And by the time we finally sell, it was 1.3 million instead of 1.5. It has started going down, and immediately I sell. Then the stock market crashed and the value came down so low. So I was so happy that I sold at that point. So you can find out that somebody investment that you did with 500,000 and I get 1.5 million. I mean 1.3 million. So it was a very encouraging type of investment. Now, when you want to invest in stocks, one thing you really to understand is that you need to contact a stockbroker, somebody who have experience in this field. And then when you contact the stockbroker, you will be asked to open an account with the stockbroker. When you open that account, then you put the money you want to use in investing in stock in that account. If it is 100,000, you put it. If it is 50,000, you put it, depending on the cash that you have. And then when you have put in that money into that account, then you now select the kind of companies you want to invest in. Sometimes the stockbrokers can help you select the kind of companies you want to invest. Sometimes you can also do it by yourself by analyzing the financial statements of the company. That is why you also need to study to understand what is a financial statement of company, so that you will be able to select the kind of companies you will put your money there. But if you don't have an idea, then you leave it for your stockbroker to do it for you. Sometimes some of them are also good, while some may not be very good, depending on whom you are contacting. Then when you invest, you put your money there and leave it there. If the company is paying dividends, you will get dividends at the end of the year. If the company is not paying dividends, maybe the prices will rise over time, and you sell and you make your money. So these are some of the ways you can invest in stock and make money. So investing in stock is like a normal business where you put your money and over time you get a profit. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to this channel, share these videos, and make your comments. Thank you.